Hello there, and today I'm going to go and react to Neckbeard Nest pictures. You probably are asking yourself, what is a Neckbeard Nest? Basically, it's just where lots of children like adults, just basically resign. They can be extremely messy. They don't have to be. Basically, all it really is just like really weird bedrooms, just like ones that make you think what happened. So the difference between me and other Neckbeard Nest videos is that I'm going to rank it from worst to best based on how cursed they are and how weird the person who lives there is. So anyway, let's not waste any more time and get right to it. So we are greeted with a very, I suppose, like average size room with not a lot in it. The first thing that your eyes are probably seeing was the very strange looking mattress. Kind of looks like pillows, like kind of look like chunks. Are they Are they like separate? I don't even know what that is. And you also can see the pillow and the computer. Uh, so I imagine the person who lives here probably just sits on the pillow and probably like I don't know browses Reddit. I don't know. But not much to say about this guy. The guy, you know what I would love in this image? You know those like really stupid quotes where it says, "All you needed is family," or stuff like "family is the essential." I would love to see that on like the wall. That would make it perfect. But anyway, there's nothing more to it. So on to the next one. This room looks like it is in a basement, and the person here doesn't have a mattress. All he has is a towel and a very weird shaped pillow. He has if you look close near beside the Coca-Cola can, I believe he's eating a pie, and he has like water in like two milk cartons, and he's also playing something on his GameCube, and he also has like a tiny toy car at the top of his television. But I doubt that all you really are asking. You probably are asking as well, who is the person in the picture frame? I don't know the name, but I know that this person was, I think, one of the like presidents of Nintendo around the early 2000s, but I might be wrong. He definitely did work for Nintendo though. So anyway, so this guy, he doesn't seem bad. He has stuff to eat, he has stuff to drink, he has his GameCube to keep him occupied in the empty void of life, and he has some like pliers. Oh, I didn't see that. But anyway, this guy, I have no issue with him. He's not a degenerate. He just all he wants is the essentials. He doesn't agree with consumerism. All he wants is his pies, his water in milk cartons, and his GameCube. That's all he needs. So anyway, on to the next one. Oh, okay. So the first thing you probably have looked upon is the fat guy playing Overwatch, I think, on his PC. But your eyes have probably been drawn to the pictures of Jason for some reason. He has like tons of pictures of Jason for some reason. And he also has quite an obsession with anime. Some of the pictures around the left bottom is kind of inappropriate, but I'm sure we will be fine. And he has a display case of just random anime characters. So, like, this guy has no excuse. Like, the things you're going to see, these people have holding issues and like depression, like mental health issues, stuff where it kind of is understandable why you would not clean up. But this guy has no excuse. Like he knows what he's doing. Like there's no excuse for this. Like there is just no excuse. Like it is clean. It is, and that's what makes it worse. So you can't even say that this guy probably has like a mental illness. This guy is just a degenerate in the definition of the word. So anyway, I don't want to spend time on this guy because I hope he like plays Overwatch until the day he dies, because that is what he deserves. But anyway, I have not much to say about this. This guy is just an awful human being. So anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so I have actually come up with a story for this. Is that the guy in this picture, the guy who lives here, he got evicted because he couldn't pay his rent. But but he didn't want to leave the house, so he hid under the house, and this is where he resigns now to this day. So what you can see here is that you can see like a boxes, I think that is supposed to be a table, and also in the far distance you can see a PC and a mattress and also a blazer for when he goes to work. But here's the thing though, I'm still like in between whether this is real or not, because I think the first two was like jokes. Like I don't think people actually live like this, but taking the PC down here with the mattress, that seems way too much work for it to be a joke. So I'm really confused about whether this is real or not. I hope it isn't real, because I would feel very sorry for the people living up in the house, and the guy's probably dead if he lives like this. But anyway, I hope he's having fun in there. I hope he is going to his law firm and making more money so he can move out of here. Anyway, I have nothing to say about this. Like, why? But anyway, I have nothing else to say, like I said before, so on to the next one. This is just really more of a messy room, but the thing I'm asking is, where is this? Like, it's like in like a kitchen, because look at the tiles. Well, this must be in a kitchen. This must be, since it has like a has like a plug socket, so must be in a kitchen. Like, I don't know any other houses where you have like tiles for like the living room, because, well, there is a router there, I think, and this just is a woman, so there's like makeup, a handbag, and I believe that's like a bin, or what is that in like the corner, like for white? I think that is a bin. So anyway, this is why I decided to show you this, because is this a living room or a kitchen? Because, like, why would you have this much clothes in a kitchen, though? I don't understand. But anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so what you can see here is a guy working from home. That is very unlikely. But what you can see is that this is probably in the basement. Like, the thing is though, like, he must like kind of have to like waddle around to actually get out due to the massive bin bags and the boxes. And I think that is like a door behind him. There's a door there for some reason. There's some tissues, I believe a Sprite as well, some Doritos, and just some books. I don't know what that is. It's just a random book. But the thing that is the most notable about this, based on just like assets, is the dog in the corner. The dog looks terrified, and the dog is trying to run away. Like, I want to know the story behind why this picture was taken. Like, this person, like the guy who's on the computer, parents must have to pay this guy to come to his house, and he decided just like to take a picture just to show everyone in his school. So there's not too much to say about this, but I hope the dogs are in a better place now, because which dog pulls that kind of face that doesn't have PTSD? There's no dogs that look like that don't have like some like severe level of PTSD. So anyway, let's go on to the next one now. Okay, so what you can see here is there's some guy on a mattress, probably coming home after a hard day working at the Clark Dairy and going home and playing on his computer. The thing is, so like, that is like one of the most uncomfortable positions to like use a computer in. I couldn't do that. So, and also like, this is in the kitchen, I believe. Oh, this must be in the kitchen, since it for the PC to run, it must have a plug. Like, because you can just see the tiles. Like, why do these people like live in the kitchen? I don't understand. Like, why would you have a mattress there? Like, are you just so lazy that you just decide to just sleep there instead? Anyway, there's not too much to say about this. It's just kind of like, why? So just maybe a little a little controversial, but I think he kind of has like an obsession with Transformers. Well, I believe that's what the figurines are. Like this guy, he has some like cigarettes on his mattress with some toilet roll, a teddy, like a white teddy for some reason, and his keyboard, so you can like watch the Transformer films. Okay, well, there's not much to say about this. I suppose you could say the PC is in a very strange place. Like, I don't understand this because like there isn't a pillow there, so you probably don't sleep on that side. Probably sleeps on the other side. So yeah, that's probably the most weirdest out of this, like the position of a PC. But anyway, on to the next one. The first neckbeard nest ever documented in history. So what can we say about this image? The guy looks quite happy actually. He has his football, his bags. He has his like Nintendo Entertainment System while he plays Mario on it. He's living a good life. Like, his living conditions aren't good, but he's happy. Wait a minute. If you're looking like the top right corner, you can see like some like drawing of like a really weird kid. Why is that there? But anyway, this guy, he's living his best life. He's playing his Nintendo Entertainment System, and he's probably getting haunted by the child there. The best life you could have. So he's using his table as like a ashtray. He also likes Powerade, Red Bull, and Heineken, and he also is he on like a FaceTime with someone? Because you can see like I believe that is the other side of his bedroom. I don't know what's on the screen, but anyway, this guy, he probably pisses in his Powerade afterwards, which I don't think is a good idea because let's just say he accidentally kind of kicks the table. What would happen if that spilled on his PC? What would you do there? So I recommend maybe leaving it on the floor. Like, you might accidentally kick it, because that's a bit better than like your PC being destroyed. But anyway, like, he is people probably seen this, probably thinks he's a chain smoker. This is not a chain smoker at all. Chain smoker. Just look at all those like ciggies. Look at them. Like, you could probably just kill yourself by smoking all of them. And that's all there is to say about this. It's just like cigarettes, probably the Twilight book in the corner. You could talk about, but nah. He has some McVitie's family circle, but this guy's family is probably dead. So yeah, there's not much to say about this. How long do you think this would take for you to clean up? Because if you just get like a giant bin bag and like got it from every side of the kitchen counter, I suppose you could just like get your arms around it and just push it in. Oh, it in. But anyway, children, if you are watching this, don't smoke, because you will probably end up like this someday when you get a divorce, like we all will. But anyway, on to the next one. Monster Energy poster. He doesn't have any monsters. He has, let's see what he has. He has, I believe, some Coke. No, Pepsi. So he has Pepsi. He doesn't have any monster. All he has is like some like plastic like paper plates and just tissues. Like, his mattress kind of looked like it'd been like caved in a bit. It looked like his mattress kind of like going into the ground a little bit. If you look there, he has a remote. He has like a weird thing on the wall. Like he must like spilled something out there. I don't know. Well, this is kind of just sad, really. He's just some guy who just obsessed with eating and cannot afford an actual bed. Anyway, on to the next one. It's up on the future neckbeard nest that we're going to see. These people take brand loyalty to the next level. Trust me. So this guy, all this guy drinks is Coke. That's all he drinks is Coke. That's all he drinks. That all he does is go and play on his PS2 and drink Coke. That is all he does. And you probably think this is bad. This isn't really bad. Come here, I'll show you. So here you can see a very moldy room with like tons of alcohol bottles, or maybe like, I don't know what alcohol that is. Guinness, I think. Well, that is all I can guess. I don't think it is Guinness because it begins with a C. And just I believe a woman in the corner, probably trying to clean up the house for the next tenant. And you probably think this is awful. This isn't awful. This is actually not bad compared to the other room you're going to see right now. Okay, so this guy has a whole entire living room filled with Stella cans and a pack of Dinky Deckers, a Co-op bakery bag, and a laptop and an Xbox. So yeah, like what would you have to like kind of like crawl your way up to it, up to like the Xbox if you want to? I don't think you could because I believe that is an Xbox One S, so you probably couldn't. But like, if you wanted to turn the TV off, you would have to like, you couldn't really walk your way up there because how much Stella cans are in the way. So you must have to like kind of like climb above the Stellas, if you know what I mean. So yeah, imagine if this guy has been voiding. Imagine if he was a landlord, and there was this guy who lived in your previous house, and he didn't pay his rent for like years, and you finally got rid of him, and you decided to show the new tenant around, and you say right, in the first place you look at is the living room, and you just open the door and you see this. Like, people have like opinion that like landlords are like massive twats. They are not. They just have like, you must feel somewhat bad about them now, since like these people have to deal with people living in old houses that treat it like this. So yeah, so like, do you think the guy is dead? So like, you will definitely die if you drank that much cells at once. That's obvious, but like if like the thing about this is that you there's not really a year for this, so we don't know how much you've been drinking Stella for. I will give an estimate around 6 months. Like, this guy probably doesn't have much going for him, so I'm gonna say around 6 months. So anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so here there is a few monitors in the basement, some fabric softener. Someone has to live here though, since like no one just throws like food packaging just down into the basement for the sake of it. Like, someone lives here for some reason. It's not, there's just not much to say about it. Just like, why? I have nothing to say about this one. It's just kind of just pathetic. So let's go on to the next one. This room probably would look nice if it wasn't for all the shit in like the way of it. Like, what is in this? What is here? Pizza boxes. Just, I think there's lots of pizza boxes. I don't know. It's like, this room would look nice if it wasn't for that. So, like, yeah, I kind of respect it though, since it's just like a corner of a room. It's not like overcrowding it. Like, this guy piled it all on each other, so it wouldn't just like create like a room like the Stella guy had. So I kind of respect it, but it is a shame because it looked like kind of like a nice room. Okay, so this guy has a PC, a laptop, and a few Xbox games, and some like manga in the corner. And let's see. To be fair, this will be kind of shocking, but I've seen so much of this, I'm kind of desensitized to it now. Breakfast bowls, a cup. Well, he's on like Microsoft Paint, like probably colouring something in. So this guy likes anime and Xbox, so that is cool. To be fair though, this actually doesn't look that messy. It kind of like, to be fair, compared to other ones, like you could kind of clean this up in like an instant if you really wanted to. So this one isn't even that bad compared to the others. It is still horrendous, but it isn't as bad as others. This guy likes Sprite a lot and Pepsi. He also enjoys a bit of a Playboy, as every man does. What is on that? Like, I hope the thing on the bottom left hand of the magazine is like a spilt drink. He has a top bunk where he probably resigns, where he probably sleeps. Yeah, like this is definitely an American house. Like no house in the world looks like this. Anyway, on to the next one. With a guy who is drawing a picture of Pepe, the legend himself, and this guy has 3 guns, which I am feel very comfortable with this person having. He doesn't like sunlight, but especially I believe he looks like he boarded it up. This guy knows the truth that we live in a society. That's all I'm gonna say. He knows that we live in a society. We do. We live in a society, and we always have done, and we always will, unless people like him and me rise it up. I had enough of it. I had enough of it. It just makes me really angry. But anyway, before I start my actual retribution, thanks for watching. I suppose, unless you're a woman. Goodbye.